My name is Carey Donaldson, and I have been working with Kristen Elizabeth and Iron Goddess Coaching since mid-August. And I think it's really critically important for me to tell you where I started and the baggage or the preconceived notions about working out and food when I showed up making the commitment to work with Kristen Elizabeth and the Iron Goddess Coaching. I am a mom of two. I have a 19-year-old and a 16-year-old. I will be 47 at the end of this month. And I've brought in 4 decades plus of knowledge, or at least the knowledge that I thought um, I was an expert in regards to working out and in regards to food and food consumption. Um, we'll start at age 5 very briefly. I dove into soccer and eventually played collegiate soccer at an institution in Los Angeles. And then from there, taking all of that and all of what I've known about food and working out and being a collegiate athlete was great for 18, 19, 20, 21 year olds at that time. But me being me, I thought that that type of working out was sustainable throughout my lifetime. And that's just not the case when you hit your 30s and definitely when you hit your 40s. Not only did I bring that information and what I believe to be true about working out and my own body and in my head, how much uh, I felt like that longevity of being a collegiate athlete was going to extend into my world as I got older was completely false. I ended up running marathons, sprint triathlons, half marathons, and eventually half Ironmans, and completed a full Ironman a few years ago. And I brought with that athleticism the idea of long hours of cardio training, very, very minimal weightlifting at all. Those types of exercises and that type of event was what my body knew and what my body understood. Not only my body, but my brain. Not only that, I brought into this food and body dysmorphia. Um, the food specifically, struggling with bulimia and anorexia my entire life until I became pregnant with my children. I brought that to the table in August when I met Kristen. The idea that the smallest amount on the scale was critically important. The size of jeans that I wore was critically important. The less amount of food I ate is going to get me to that specific area, and then in turn I will become confident. And then in turn, once that goal was met, that's when I could feel comfortable and beautiful in my own skin. And those were the goals that I've had built up for the last 4 decades until I met Kristen. And she definitely got a redhead that was riddled with resistance, because I thought I knew what I needed as a woman and as an athlete in order to get to that specific numeric goal of the weight that I wanted to be at. And man, did my mind change, and has changed within these last 4 or 5 months working with Kristen. The food definitely scared me. Why aren't we doing enough cardio? Definitely had me worried, and made me very skeptical. And as time went on, being able to talk with Kristen and having her be my specific advocate, having her be a listening ear to get to know who I am as a woman and as a business owner and as an athlete, and all of those ideas that I brought to the table, she took that time to invest in me and learn about Carey and learn about what I brought to the table. And with her expertise, my mindset began to slowly shift and change. And I didn't know it until there were days when I woke up going, I feel good about what I'm wearing today. There might not be massive changes numerically. What I've grown to learn is that this is life changing. This is a life changing notion on working out and the foods that we eat. This isn't a short-term quick fix. No, you have to be invested. You have to be committed. You have to be disciplined in order to see the results and feel the results, both in your body and in your mind. Um, in order to get to that place where you feel confident in yourself, your body, that you feel like you're gaining that sexy physique that Kristen talks about all the time. It's a work in progress. It's a commitment. And it's dedication like I have never, ever endured, for sure. But what I do know is that beginning that process and walking through all of that fear and walking through all of those conceptions of what I thought were working out and eating as little as possible have completely changed, because I am in the best shape and getting into even better shape, because like I said, this is not short-term at all. This is long-term, life-changing, mindset-changing work that is going to get you to that place where you're feeling confident. There's no brain fog. You're sleeping better. You are mentally alert. You work and work out, and your interactions are intentional. You're grateful every day for the gift that you've been given to have this beautiful vessel that we're able to make the healthiest vessel possible. And with Kristen and Iron Goddess Coaching, that has allowed me to get on the path of exactly what it is that I want in regards to my body and my mentality. I think the mind shift has been transformative for this woman. Lifting weights has been transformative for this woman. Counting my macros and being very intentional with what I eat has been transformative to this woman. I'm a very different person than when Kristen met me in August, that's for sure. And that is a testament to her dedication to every single client that she has. And I'm sure she sees this mind shift change in so many people that she works with. And that is the beautiful piece of what it is that Kristen and those trainers at Iron Goddess Coaching do for each person that actually commits to this life-changing work, this long-term work. And I couldn't be more thankful. I couldn't be more grateful to the support system that you have, the ability to not script a specific diet plan for you, but to allow you to work through that in order to gain that knowledge for long-term life-changing ideas about food. I am stronger than ever. And I don't necessarily like to take the pictures or do the measurements, but that's part of the commitment that's also made. It is a total package in mind, body, spirit, advocacy, coaching, and just having somebody who's going to push you, but is also walking right by your side. I couldn't be more thrilled to be able to provide this little testimonial to you. And I would encourage anybody who has the opportunity to work with Kristen or Jessica at Iron Goddess Coaching to take the leap into this life-changing experience. I know for me, it has been life-changing, and I am forever grateful.